Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Ho. Football, the original Redskins fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And much, much more. Live with Aaron, Josh, and John. Dude, that was super loud. Yo, what's up, y'all?
Yo. What's happening?
What's up?
Excellent.
What's up?
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 465, in which the Redskins finally get a much-needed victory.
Somehow.
That was like a toenail scraper. It's the toenail scraper episode. It was painful.
It was pretty amazing. I gotta say, I might have to stick with my new precarious prediction, theory here, the reverse psychology theory.
Yeah.
Because it works somehow.
So if your precarious prediction is that we're going to lose the game, that actually means we're going to win the game, huh?
I'm thinking so. I mean, I got to try
I'm thinking
everything.
You should predict we're always going to lose.
I got to try everything, just like the Redskins are trying everything at the quarterback position.
I wore my underwear backwards for this game just to see if that would help.
I didn't even have underwear on.
Well, we should stick with this. We should stick with this.
We need to thank our longtime benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee. You can reach him on Twitter at Desmond C. Lee 2. Desmond C. Lee 1.
Yeah. It was
hacked.
taken or hacked. We're not quite sure.
You can also reach us on there at Harry Hog, Harry Hog. Also, you can check our website, our new improved website that Aaron has totally revamped.
All right.
HarryHogFootball.com or net.
It's a new simplified website. All you do is go there, and there is something that says listen, and then it'll have the latest podcast. And then it'll say watch, and it'll have the latest video podcast. Take your pick.
Perfect.
There you go. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's available at harryhogfootball.com. My email is now fixed. So you can email me at aaron@harryhogfootball.com. I don't know if Josh and John, I still don't think yours are fixed, are they? Is it?
I have no idea.
Don't know.
Okay.
But email Aaron all you want. Email him like 5 times a day.
Yeah, just don't send me any spam. And it's also that today's podcast is sponsored by my new green screen water bottle. It is in green screen chroma key green.
Don't forget our
our
sponsor, Ex Officio Underwear. You know, you can wear those things for what they said 6 weeks at a time without washing them. But I don't know that I would want to test that. But I'm tempted to say I will wear my Ex Officios, which, by the way, are the only underwear that I will wear these days. And I did wear them backwards for the game. But I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because I'm considering wearing my Ex Officio underwear until we are officially winning a playoff game.
And then you're definitely going to need some Ridipoo. Why don't we just drop a few more sponsors? Then you're going to need to go to Eastern Motors and get yourself a new car.
Eastern Motors.
Your job, your credit.
Your job, your credit. Eastern Motors.
Anyway, let's talk about this game. I want to start by talking about Josh Johnson because that dude came in and used his legs. And got it done.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do, and he didn't have much help.
No.
That's by Johnson.
Dude, we were on didn't we end up with who is this Polanco guy?
That guy was horrible.
That guy was terrible.
That dude That dude.
You know, it's never good. Other than that one guy that played for the Vikings with the mullet, it's never good if you're number 69. Ever. Can you name one guy that had a 69 on his jersey that was good other than that guy? I can't even remember his name. He just had a mullet.
I know who you're talking about. Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your cuz.
I don't know, but I remember in like 6th grade, there was this kid that always got picked last because he was like big and slow and like uncoordinated, and he was just no good. And I'm pretty sure that's who this guy is.
Josh, didn't you wear number 69 in high school?
65, dude. 65.
65.
It looks like a 69, just depending on, I guess, how you look at it. Kind of like Russ Gibbs or Russ Grimm's number did.
Russ Gibbs. Remember when there were some fake Russ Grimm jerseys floating around?
Yeah, I got me this Russ Grimm jersey number 63.
I remember seeing that and being like, he's not 63, is he?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the guy's name was Grimm, and that was the year he was born. And so, the person with the jersey had that on.
Yo.
Or
in the chat room,
jerseys.
We got Alamo City.
Alamo City, yo, what's up?
Alamo City.
So, dudes, I still don't understand how we did this, but we won the game.
Toenail scraper.
Yeah.
Our defensive line stepped up. Josh Johnson did what he had to do, like scrambled and ran, and didn't.
His legs helped us.
He did exactly what Alex Smith was not able to do. He hit Jeremy Sprinkle in the hands with the pass for a touchdown.
Yes, he did.
Unlike Alex Smith.
Dude,
I know, right?
The play that I was most impressed with Josh Johnson was an incomplete pass when he was getting complete jailbreak on him, and he threw a perfectly thrown touch pass to Vernon Davis like 25 yards down the field, and he dropped it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was like, oh my goodness, how did he do that?
You guys are getting really excited about Josh Johnson, and it's like, we've only seen him for like a game and a quarter.
Josh Johnson has been on 12 teams.
I know that, but you didn't know who he was.
That guy was. I thought he was dead. I remember when he played in Tampa Bay. I thought he was dead.
Come on.
I texted my
friend.
friend.
Remember him in Tampa Bay?
I did, because I texted my friend. I was like, didn't he play for Tampa Bay? He was like, he sure did. And I was like, I thought he was dead. I really did.
Confused with Josh Freeman. This whole time
That's who I was thinking of. I think that guy is dead.
I got him and Josh Freeman were one dude.
Here's a question,
they both played for Tampa Bay, or I heard their name at Tampa Bay, and I thought it was the same guy. What?
Here's a question. Could this be a Cinderella story for Josh Johnson? I mean, he's been mopping floors for 12 teams, and
he got his first victory ever.
And that's why he laid down and cried on the field.
Dude, he played hard, I got to say. He was giving it all out there, and so was AP.
So was Adrian Peterson.
He wasn't getting a whole lot for giving hard.
He was on that last drive. That was
on the last drive. Yeah, it was everything that he gave us. Everything he had.
Probably because that Bwanko guy just couldn't block, couldn't. All he could do was hold. He was like offside. All he could do was everything wrong. That's what he did.
And don't forget, Jamison Crowder had that great tip catch. Justin Hopkins kicked everything he was supposed to do.
Christmas miracle catch.
Christmas miracle. Almost Christmas miracle.
There were some nice moments, and they were unfortunately overshadowed by Bwanko most of the game.
Right, and don't forget, Jacksonville is 4 and now 10. That team sucks worse than the Redskins.
Well,
they're horrible, and they had the same problems. Their offensive line is terrible. They're on their backup quarterback. Last year, they were in the AFC Championship game.
What happened on special teams, though?
I just wanted to touch on Bwanko real fast before we move to special teams.
Yeah.
Bwanko, the big play, so he had a false start, but his holding call, if you remember, was after Josh Johnson scrambled. It was 3rd and 16 or something. He scrambled and made it 20 yards and got the first.
Yeah.
And it was holding on Blanco.
Holding on Blanco. He better not be on the team this week. They got to be able to find somebody better than that.
He's still like the fourth stringer. Fourth.
I
and
know.
there's two people that play that position in every game. There's a left and a right tackle. He's like the seventh guy.
Well, they had another dude in with Blanco named Karen. Or Curran.
Kareem.
Like,
no,
K-A-R-I-N?
Nobody be caring about those guys.
K-E-R-I-N. Karen. We had to look him up. He's a huge hoss, but was he in for Blanco? Did they actually bench Blanco for Karen?
I don't know, but Haas does not a football player make. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Luke Blanco was a center. He is listed as a center. He played at UVA. And he's a 6'6". He's a big dude, but I mean, he's in his sixth year. How is this guy even in his sixth year? How is that possible?
Send him to Canada.
Send him to Canada. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm looking for the other stuff. Offensive guards on the list. We have Kyle, not Kendall Fuller. Zach Karen, K-E-R-I-N. His fourth year out of Toledo.
He's a mud hen. Wait.
The mud hens.
What's the college called?
The Rockets?
The Flyers?
No, that's Dayton. I think it's the Rockets or something.
Rocky Top Tech.
Rockets.
Toledo Rocky Top Tech University.
Rocky Top Tech.
Right, so
Rocky
what's
Top
going
Technical College.
It was not. Oh, Bugle Boy 624 is saying that Sprinkle fumbled it out of the corner of the end zone. I didn't even pick up on that. At least that's what I think they're saying over here in the chat room.
Fumbled it out of the corner.
I don't know. I thought he had it and reached over the line, and then it came out. But I don't know.
But he didn't fumble it into the end zone.
Dude, don't expect much from Cleet Blakeman. I mean, this was the dude on an offsides penalty, signaled false start, and pointed at the defense and said offsides.
Yep.
And that was right after that, this is what happened when Josh's dog, what's the announcer's name? What was the announcer's name? John?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan said this.
But was he induced?
Was he induced?
But was he induced?
Yes, for labor.
Was he induced?
But was he induced?
He said,
was he induced?
All right, so this was
what
a debacle.
Does that even mean?
It was a debacle all over the place because, first of all, how is a defender going to be induced by an offensive lineman?
But was he induced?
Yeah, because if the lineman moves, it's a false start.
Yeah, and second of all, why was Cleet Blakeman showing false start but pointing to the defense? You know why? Because we had the G team.
But was he induced?
We had Kevin Harlan. I didn't even know he was still doing football. I just heard him on like a Fanatics commercial being like, "Get your Fanatics gear now. We have every team." Was he induced?
He was horrible, man.
And he went to visit his daughter who was giving birth last month in the hospital, and his grandson came out and he said,
"But was he induced?"
His daughter's name is Beth Mowens, that announcer that does football for ESPN. That sounds just like him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's why I say it's Kevin Harlan and Beth Mowens. Why I was like, are they married? Because they sound exactly like each other. But was he induced?
I don't know why, but during the game, I was cracking up at that so much, I was almost crying. I don't know why I thought it was so funny, because Kevin Harlan was like so
How's
serious.
About it?
Was he induced?
But was he induced?
Was that defender induced by Blanco?
By Blanco.
Blanco induced the defender. Cialis is the defender's name. That was
Cialis.
Cialis
was he induced by?
Cialis is the name of their defender that was wreaking havoc on Blanco.
Levitra, Cialis, get in here. Viagra, what are you doing?
But was he induced?
All right. The peanut gallery's getting tired of me playing the was he induced. I
Dude.
personally can play it all day.
Dudes,
What?
an interesting thing about this game, and we can all talk amongst ourselves, and I only have a few more minutes here before I've got to jump on to my next thing. The long snapper.
East.
Dudes.
Who is this guy?
He was like selling cars like just before that.
Dude, he's married to gold medalist Sean Johnson.
I know, dude.
Andrew East. He's a rookie at Vanderbilt.
Sean Johnson, the gymnast, the female.
She practices.
True. You do have to be.
She practices long snaps with him.
I don't know, but he had a chip on his shoulder.
Short snaps with him.
He got in a fight.
Yo, Aaron, we're gonna be over by Vanderbilt tomorrow. We can go look up this guy.
Andrew East.
What are we gonna do? Like some research in the library? What?
Know what I'm saying?
Dude, all I know is.
But was he induced?
We're gonna do some research in the library, Let's do it.
All right, let's talk more about this game. Our defensive. Here's another reason we won. Josh Johnson was getting it done with his legs behind our suspect offensive line, but our defensive line came to play.
That's my Johnson.
I will also say that the linebackers, who we've been giving tons of flack to the last few weeks, especially Mason Foster.
Both of them, really.
Mason Foster.
Well, Zach Brown, I haven't even seen most of the season. It's like he's been non-existent when last year he was making like every tackle on the field.
Yeah.
Today, this game, he had a sack. And
he had a sack.
Foster was making tackles. He wasn't like making awesome plays, but he was tackling dudes in the open field instead of letting them just burn right by him.
Sean Dion had a half sack. Allen had 2.
Yeah,
Preston Smith had a half. Zach Brown had 1. Ryan Kerrigan had 2. Ryan Kerrigan showed up.
Ryan Kerrigan had a strip sack, a regular sack, and he hit the guy in the backfield for a loss a couple times. And he had tons of hurries that we can't even count. He was insane.
But again, this is against a 4-10 team. We should have beaten the living crap out of these guys. But then again, the week before, we got destroyed by the Giants, who we should have been able to beat the crap out of.
We were 7.5-point underdogs. I don't think we should have been able to beat anyone with our missing like 20 dudes.
It's our offensive line that's just really killing us more than the quarterback. Really, the offensive line. There's no one there to protect the quarterback.
Oh,
except for Roulier and Silverback. And dude, we got to talk about one job. One job, Moses.
One job, dude, Moses in this game.
He has more false starts than anyone else in football.
Andy allowed a sack early in the game, and he got another holding call, and that's when your boy Kevin Hartland mentioned that he has the most penalties in football, right?
Yeah, most false starts. Most false starts. 32 teams. That's 64 starting tackles. That just starting, not even like backups or anything like that, like Tyanichki. That guy. I don't know. Sometimes I like him because he's very tough and he plays through a lot of pain and stuff like that. But one job, he just isn't all that good. I mean, he was like we've said it before. He was like the 8th tackle taken in that draft. The 8th. And people just let him slide down the hill and went and picked other people because they thought everyone else was better.
But was he induced?
Is the main question.
It would be more fitting to ask if Moses was induced instead of the defender. I'm just saying. Before we get off the offense, and Josh was asking, or we were talking about AP and his heart on the last drive, the other thing that helped him on that last drive is the fact that he was in the eye.
Oh, dude, thank goodness you said that, because I don't know if are people starting to take over play calling from Jay Gruden and actually doing like normal smart play calling, because isn't he good at that, running from the eye?
Obviously. I mean, it was the last drive of the game, and he got like 30, 40 yards, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I would like to see the last drive stats, but I think I have them here, actually. I came prepared today. Be quiet, dogs. Man.
What are your dogs barking at?
Suzanne just got home.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes they just bark for no reason. I'm like, is there a deer?
It could be.
They're like, we're dogs. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
We sleep. And
we poop.
We poop it. We poop.
We eat.
And we poop. And hopefully we poop and pee outside. Right, I do have it. I do have how many yards he got on the last drive. Talk amongst yourselves while I pull this up.
How many drives they got on the last yard?
You know, I was just watching Jeopardy earlier before we decided to record this podcast here. And the final Jeopardy question, it was from a couple weeks ago, but it was about the NFL. And it was a question, or the answer, I did not know. It was said, the answer was, in the 2018 draft, this last draft, one of the teams, and you had to pick which team it was, used a parrot to make one of its draft picks. But when the parrot got on the stage, the parrot got stage fright and it didn't do it.
Seriously?
So which team would put a parrot on?
I'm thinking the Raiders.
Stage? Nope. Good guess, but no.
Buccaneers.
Yep, the Bucs.
Okay.
All right, 39 yards, dude. Adrian Peterson had 39 yards on that last drive. From the eye.
Yep. From the eye.
And he only ran
when he's back there like 5 or 6 yards back or whatever it is, so he could actually see what's going on. Sounds like a good idea to me.
I'm counting it up. 4, 5. It looks like he ran the ball 5 times.
Get a good
5 times for 39 yards.
Yeah.
Dude, earlier in that game, I just kept yelling. I was like, run him from the eye, run him from the eye. And I don't understand why Gruden doesn't time.
Gruden's an idiot. Gruden is an idiot. And if we don't fire him right after that last game, I mean, it's
after the
totally,
Super Bowl?
No. Right after the last game when we don't make the playoffs, if we don't fire him right after that, it's so Dan Snyder.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a story if this team went all the way?
What?
CC's.
You're breaking.
All the way to CC.
All the way to CC's. Dudes, I gotta go. I got this 7:30 work thing I gotta be at.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
All right, Kevin.
All right.
Actually, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Unless I leave you hanging.
What do you mean, maybe?
Don't
leave me hanging, dude. I'm waiting on you. All right.
See ya.
See ya. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Josh.
But was he induced?
When you say that, does it pop up his picture at the same time?
I could make it do that. Here, let's go ahead.
But was he induced?
Couple other things I wanted to talk about. The AP from the eye. So the good thing is maybe going forward, Jay Gruden will see that he ran for 39 yards on 5 carries, you know.
Yeah.
And you know. They'll keep running from the eye is my point. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Sorry. Kevin Harlan was all in my face.
Kevin Harlan.
Josh didn't give us his games and kicks.
But was he induced?
Was he induced?
All right, sorry guys.
Did you know that his daughter's name is Beth Mullins?
I did not. Oh, dude, that was fake news I was spreading earlier. Those guys in the chat room were not talking about if Sprinkle fumbled. going over the touchdown. They were talking about the play where I thought it was perfectly dropped in there when Johnson was getting an all-out blitz.
Oh, yeah.
And they're saying that VD got it knocked out. He did not drop it. I'm like, okay. It was still a pretty amazingly thrown pass for how much pressure he's under, and the fact that he's only been playing for like 8 days or something.
And some of those plays, I mean, it was like they didn't even have guards and sometimes Moses on the field because they just revolving door. Come on through.
Oh, yeah. And dude, he rolled out like every single pass almost. I don't know.
Very, very RG3-esque.
Yeah.
With that sort of thing.
Anyway, there's another thing. Josh started to bring up the special teams, and I like backpedaled. But let's talk about that debacle at the end of the first half a little bit. Jay Gruden could not call 3 plays to run out 25 seconds of the clock. Again, his clock management skills were horrible. The pass to Maurice Harris when he went out of bounds on 3rd down. I don't know if he could have held up. He was so close to the line. But why are they running those patterns?
That's
when you're
stupid.
trying to
Jay
run
Gruden.
out 23 seconds.
Yeah.
So what happens is, they end up punting, outkicked the coverage, and then you had John's dog, Byron Marshall, tackle the dude that did not have the ball. Remember, we kept him and cut Bibbs, who is now on the Packers, I might add.
Right. He's on the Packers now. Byron Marshall. Don't call me Brian.
Tackled the wrong dude.
He just straight up tackled him. People are like, well, if you watch more of the play, you'll see that he was like blocking people. He was doing the good. No, he wasn't. You cannot. There's no way you can excuse Byron Marshall for being anything but a dumbass in that play.
He tackled the guy in front.
He tackled the wrong guy. Just straight up. Was he induced? I don't think so.
And we kept him over Capri Bibbs, and we also kept P. Rind.
That's the biggest part. And dude, I talked about it when you told me that, and I was just like, because they're trying to save face. Alan the Bruce probably was just like, we have to keep P. Rind even though he sucks.
Dude, I saw another rumor today on Twitter. Of course, this is just a rumor because I haven't seen it substantiated by anyone like Ian Rappaport.
Because he's full of factual information.
Dude, what do you have there? A white Russian?
That's Caucasian, dude.
I got a rash, man.
There's a beverage here, man.
That rug really tied the room together, did it not?
I can't believe that you're having a white Russian on the air, and I'm having invisible water.
I've got like visible water on the side.
All right, yeah, the Byron Marshall debacle at the end of the second half, and Jay Gruden tag team on that.
Just another reason to fire him and to get rid of Alan the Bruce.
I also want to point out that our dog, number 13, Mo Harris, did not have that great of a game either. He had that fumble that I watched that play again. I do not know how he got that ball back. That was like amazing body control as he was stumbling down to reach out and get that with one hand somehow, which was huge.
Yeah.
But really, so he had that and then going out of bounds at the end of the half there. But
he had a tough game. I don't know if I can, but I mean, they also stuck him back on like kick returns after a bit because Byron Marshall was sucking.
And we already know what Danny Johnson and Stroman can do back there.
I think Stroman was inactive.
Dude, you know who had an awesome play on special teams?
Was it Alexander?
Yeah, on his tackle where he like corralled that guy and wouldn't let him get out.
He should be in these games.
Yeah. Dudes, go back if you have access to NFL Game Pass or what have you and see if you can watch that punt where Adonis was covering, and I'm trying to find out where it was because I've got play-by-play here. But you know how usually the first guy goes flying past, a dude who makes one move. He stopped. He would not let that guy by. He was like, "No, you're not going this way. No, you're not going this way." And
he totally was like quick.
Yeah, it was a great play that he had on special teams, so that's encouraging. Tress Way had at least 2 inside the 5. He got 1 partially blocked, probably not his fault, but he had 2 that were inside the 5.
MVP. I want a Tress Way jersey, and I want to say Yes Way on the back.
Yeah, and it's pretty scary. I mean, you're not a great team if your punter is your most valuable player. But, yeah, he's having an awesome year.
He is, yeah. He should be in the Pro Bowl.
Sprinkle had a good game.
Sprinkle had his first touchdown, like I said earlier. I'm like, the ball was thrown to him and hit him in the hands.
Dude, I think
like Alex Smith.
Dude, I think that your inducement guy said that that's his first catch of the year, too, and he had 3 of them.
Did he have 3 catches in this game?
Yeah.
He did? Okay, yeah, those were his first 3 catches.
Fabian Moreau.
I guess. Fabian Moreau got that pick.
Yeah, to kind of seal it.
Someone that we busted on in the past.
That could have been bad if he didn't, because they were like down inside the 20.
They were moving, yeah. So, I mean, that was great job. We played a bad team, and our defense was good enough to even make up for that special team fiasco at the end of the first half, like you were saying. Because when that happened, you and I were like, this game's over. I don't think we can come back from that 7-point deficit against these guys.
Yeah.
But
our defense, well, I got to hand it to, I think the turning point for me was in the beginning of the third quarter after that happened, and Josh Johnson just led them down the field. They only got a field goal, but it took like 7 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Just a long, sustained drive.
It was a long, sustained drive. Fantastic.
And I think he built a lot of confidence on that drive to finish out the game, personally.
Well, like we've said, I was so amazed that this guy was behind like his 6th and 7th guards. Not him, but you know what I mean. Like for the Redskins, I mean, these are guys they literally got off the street. Polanco, he doesn't even play guard; he plays center, allegedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if we had him at center, he would have been like, I don't know, revolving door at center.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of dudes that contributed, though. VD had an important 3rd down catch.
After his drops, yeah, he made up for that.
Yeah, I mean,
like I said, and Crowder had that great tip ball.
We wouldn't have won if it wasn't for that catch. That was such a Christmas miracle.
That's the kind of play that we expect from Crowder. Like really spectacular, kind of in the middle of the field kind of thing. So
that's the kind of play that usually happens for another team when they're
for the other team against us. Yeah.
So anyway, let's go ahead and since we lost, we need to give.
No, since we won.
Since we won, we need to start with the kicks, right?
Yes.
Don't we usually do the opposite somehow? Some superstition we came up with on episode 212.
Yeah, we start with.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award. This week's Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by Ridapoo. When you wear the same underwear for 6 weeks straight, like Josh was talking about doing, you might need some Ridapoo.
What?
Ridapoo.
Josh. Foul. My kick goes to one job. My kick goes to one job, Moses. Not Bowanko, not Chynitsky, not Howard, not anyone else that was in there at guard, not Karen. My kick goes to Moses. You know why? Because he has more false starts than anyone else in football.
And holding penalties.
He does not deserve to start, but for a team like Washington. Was he induced? But for a team like Washington, there he is.
Okay, that's a good one. I had 4 dudes in the running for my kick. because I went back and watched the game and I actually took notes, and I had like on one side game ball candidates, one side kick, and that kind of helps me remember the game too. Anyway, the dudes that I had in the running, top of the running there was One Job, like you. Also in the running was Blanco.
Yeah.
A false start, and he had that holding on that giant run by Johnson that would have given us a first down.
Yeah.
Good field position.
Josh can give him.
But I think I'm going to have to give mine to Byron Marshall for tackling the wrong guy. And in addition to that, this is a combined thing. Look, you can see my notes right here. Byron Marshall
and cut.
But see who's connected to someone else. Gruden.
Can't really tell because it's showing through. You're showing through the paper.
Oh, he's connected to Gruden. In addition to that, for not running down 26 seconds on the clock to get out of that half. He couldn't run down 26 seconds because he called it.
It's the end of his 5th season. He can't do simple stuff like that. He's just not. He's not very good.
So
and yet here we are, luckily at 7-7.
And then I'm also giving a mini shout out to. All right, so my kick is going to Byron Marshall, but a mini kick to Cleet Blakeman for calling offsides and signaling false start.
Yeah.
Against the defense. And the whole
But was he induced?
debacle there also. It was just weird, that whole little series. Anyway, so all right, so mine goes to Byron Marshall. And Josh didn't give us his.
We'll say Blanco.
He'll give his to Blanco.
Blanco.
All right. So Josh is giving his to Blanco. Okay. Let's see what they're giving out here in the peanut gallery. Nothing. I don't see anyone giving out a kick. Do you? Unless mine froze up or something. I don't see anyone even chatting anymore.
Bugle Boy is moving along.
No kicks. All right. I guess they're moving along. Maybe they're Christmas shopping.
Somebody was talking about Blanco. I mean, if when all else fails, just blame Blanco.
All right, we'll blame Blanco.
Blame Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco for Bugle Boy. Okay. With that being said, let's do this. And now, the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award. Game Ball Award is, we don't have a sponsor for that. We'll make Desmond Seeley the sponsor for the
Game Ball Award. I don't know, who's Josh going to a meeting with? We can make them the sponsors.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. To hell with it.
He's going to he's probably going to like the Triangle Mall to do some last minute Christmas shopping or something.
Probably is. That's probably exactly what he's doing.
Triangle Mall.
Triangle Mall.
All right. So the Game Ball Awards. Am I going first? Because I had like 5 dudes I could give this to. So you can go first if you want. If you have a main guy in mind.
Mine's going to 2. Mine is going to Ryan Kerrigan and Jonathan Allen on defense.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. Ryan Kerrigan had a strip sack, a couple hits in the backfield, another sack, and then he also was pressuring the dude all day. Yeah.
Jonathan Allen was I mean, I keep saying it, they play like they're supposed to have played against a 4-9, now 4-10 team.
Yeah, Jonathan Allen, I had written down that he had 3 sacks. You said he only had 2.
Yeah.
I think he was in on partial of another one that they just didn't give to him because I was like making tick marks as I watched.
We've got
he hit Brown, the running back twice in
Preston
the backfield.
Smith, Sean Dion Hamilton had a half. Preston Smith had a half. Are you sure you didn't mistake him for Preston? Preston?
I'm pretty sure, dude. Let me go to the stats. I have him as having two tackles for losses also.
Yeah. One of those, he just pounded that guy. So, I mean, there were a lot of people we could have picked on defense for, but I think those two guys had the best defensive stuff for the day, I guess.
Okay, so the other guys I had in the running for this, Tressway for 2 punts inside the 5, because I thought this was going to be a field position battle, even though he had one partially blocked. I cannot blame that on him. He's in the running. Crowder had the miracle catch. He didn't have like the greatest game, but that play right there was huge.
Yeah.
Sprinkle showed up. Fabian Moreau showed up. But that last drive, when AP went in there and like willed this team to victory, I think he's going to get my game off because of that.
Yeah. Good call.
Mine's going to Adrian Peterson because
AP.
It was AP-AD even in the fourth, even after he wasn't getting much earlier. So to just keep at it like that.
Do you think AP, like in a couple of years, when people are talking to him, he's going to be like, man, that Jay Gruden guy just sucked?
I don't know. I think AP's just happy to have another opportunity to play.
I think he is too. But, and I mean, I know the offensive line is in shambles, but man.
Yeah. So let's see. In the peanut gallery, Bugle Boy's in there. He's giving his to Ioannidis for a sack. I don't remember the Ioannidis sack right off the top of my mind, but that's because I'm old. Can you refresh my memory, John? Do you remember the sack exactly? Do you remember his sack? I'm looking in the stats, and they didn't credit Ioannidis with a sack.
Maybe it was a sack, but there was a penalty.
Oh, maybe there's a penalty or something. But anyway,
there's so many penalties.
Bugle Boy is giving his to Ioannidis for the phantom sack, which is cool because Ioannidis played well. The whole line did.
Everyone did, yeah.
And Josh, I'm going to go ahead and Josh can give his to Crowder for the miracle catch.
Yeah. Probably doesn't even remember it.
So our games are Crowder, AP, 91 and 93.
91 and 93.
He's saying it was in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe you, dude. I believe you. I believe you more than I believe NFL.com stat sheet. And I'm not being facetious.
I believe you more than I believe the Redskins stat sheet. Redskins.com stat sheet.
So I heard somewhere, this is unsubstantiated also, that Nicholson got arrested.
It's substantiated. He got arrested last night or early this morning. Him and his lady friend apparently assaulted another guy and hurt his lady friend.
Do we have anything else we want to say about that?
Nope.
Why is he out late in the morning on a short week?
Yeah, because we play on Saturday.
When we have the playoffs on the line.
Playoffs?
This is the game that I have almost forgotten so many times in the past, that late December game where they randomly put it on Saturday and it just doesn't click into my head until like almost at kickoff, and I'll be like, what the? There's a game.
Yep, pretty much, yeah.
That used to happen to me when I was a teenager. It doesn't so much anymore. But anyway, so that's the only other Redskins news I have as far as that goes, and I don't really even want to talk about it because whatever.
I think you already did.
Okay, enough for that. So, moving forward, that leaves us with one thing, dude.
Yeah.
And I've got music for it.
Whoa.
Aaron. Precarious. Prediction. Aaron's
you write that
precarious
yourself?
predictions are brought to you by none other than Aaron, one of the greatest Redskins fans of all times.
Did you write this yourself?
No, I got it from the YouTube free-to-use music. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, so we won't even get a violation or whatever it's called.
An induced induction.
But was he induced?
Yeah, I like it. All right, we're going in against, going up against the the Titans, the Nashville Necks this week in Tennessee. They're pretty good, dude. I gotta say.
Yeah.
However,
they're 8-6.
Oh, I got to do the reverse psychology. It's going to be
That's right.
tough. We're going to go in. They're going to march down the field with Mariota. The defense is going to STB right off the bat. They're going to go up 7-0. Josh Johnson is going to get a few first downs, but then we're going to have to punt. Mariota is going to come down the field and get a field goal. It's going to start 10-0. But then Josh Johnson is going to string together a long, sustained drive, 10-7 at the half.
Yeah. There we go.
Second half, Redskins will get the ball to start, and they're going to march down the field and tie it up 10-10. Mariota will get another field goal, 13-10. Redskins will tie it up 13-all, and then Mariota will run down the field for the last touchdown of the game. Jaguars 20-13 in this one.
Or Titans. Either one.
Titans 2013. Let's see if the reverse psychology works again. You hear that, Redskins? Everyone's picking you to lose. Just like
That's
last
right.
week, including your own fans.
Yeah. Sunny.
Anyway, so that was the Precarious Predictions brought to you by me. All right, dudes. I think that pretty much about wraps it up.
Yeah. Saturday, 4:25.
I don't
NFL
know.
Network.
Check local listings, though, dudes.
Yep.
We're going to go out on the Precarious Prediction music. Oh, I forgot to tell everyone. Giants and Cowboys both got shut out.
I know. Like you were saying about the NFC East, really every team is going to be within a game of each other at the end.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So anyway, hail to the Redskins, guys. Let me get our real let's get our real music.
Ear bow bow.
Here's our outro music. All right, dudes. Just give a shout out to Desmond C. Lee. You can reach him at Desmond C. Lee 2 on Twitter. Be sure to check out our new and streamlined website.
HarryHogFootball.com.
You can send me an email at aaron@harryhogfootball.com. Check us out on Twitter at harryhog. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/harryhogfootball.
Yep. Desmond C. Lee 2 as well. Long time. Benevolent sponsor. Redskins fan.
I think that about wraps it up. Hail to the Redskins. And if you see a Cowboys fan this week,
You know what to do.
Joker.
Joker!